Guys, Brandon here. So today behind me I have the heybike Race Max. It's one of the cheapest bikes on Amazon for the price. I mean, for what you get. So it's like I paid like 500, but overall I think it's might be a decent bike. Let me kind of show you what I like and don't like about it. So and then you can kind of decide what you think. So let's get into it. So this bike comes with a 600-watt battery, which is actually a good sized battery for compared to a lot of the other bikes you're getting. So I like that about it. It's got a empty and a full little signal here, so you can kind of check that out. You can see I'm about 3/4 of the way here. I'll get the camera on that. Okay, so you can see about 3/4 of the way full there. And you got your 500-watt motor back here. I would recommend, whatever you do, even if you don't get this bike, get a bike that has at least a 500-watt motor. You really need 500 watts to really, if you get an e-bike, you need it. I'm just telling you. Sure, smaller wattage will help you some, but if you're getting an e-bike, get a 500. I personally own a different bike that's a 1,000-watt motor or a 750-watt motor, and I like those a lot better. But 500 watt, it's a good starting ground. It'll get you what you need. So it's got the disc brakes here, which is good for stopping, just kind of lower end, but hey, they're disc brakes. Some of the cheaper bikes don't even have that, so that's good. You got your nice light here, front light, and then of course you got your whole screen display here. The screen's not as bright as I'd like, but it works overall for what you need. I mean, you can see it, not really in direct sunlight, but for the most part you can see it. You got your little on and off light here. That button turns your light on and off, little horn here. And then you've got your pedal assist controls here. So you can see all the way up is actually on a 3 is where I have it right now. Go down to 1 or nothing, so you can use it like a regular bike if you need to, of course. So then this middle button here is just, of course, your power on and off and a few different settings for like your mileage and how long you've used it and time and so forth. But anyway, overall it's great bike. Let's kind of go through a little test run and kind of show you what it's all about. Okay, so I'm just going to use the throttle right here. Of course, you just twist that. I love this type of throttle. It doesn't really matter what gear we're in because it's just using a hub motor in the back there. So that's the best way to go about that. It's fine, but anyway, and so you have throttle here, and then I'm just going to put on pedal assist 3. That is the highest it goes, and I found that usually I just like it on the max power. So here we go, and we're gonna see how long it takes me to get going. So throttle only, we got speed 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 right there. And so it wasn't too bad. That was just throttle only. So I'm gonna kind of cruise around here for a second, kind of show you guys. I'm still doing throttle only. I'm not pedaling one bit. Just have my feet rested there, and I'm just gonna kind of cruise around for a sec. So overall, it's pretty fast for what you're getting. I'm going 18 miles an hour right now, and again, it's just a 500-watt motor. Of course, I'm gonna get more speed going down this hill. Woo! So much fun though. I love riding e-bikes. And I myself am just over 200 pounds, and the bike overall works decent for me. The shocks usually bottom out, the front shocks there, if I go over a big bump. Of course, if I can show you when I'm not crashing, it's probably crazy of me, but you can see a little locking system on the shocks right here. And so you can, of course, lock that solid, be regular. And then, of course, you got your, you can unlock it so you can kind of bounce up and down and get your little shocks going. But anyway, I'm going 20 miles an hour right now. I'm hardly watching the road, so hopefully I don't die. But anyway, 20 miles an hour and just throttle only. I've got like 2% battery left, so see if I can get past this road construction here. So, all right, there we go. Okay, now I'm heading up this steep hill. It's actually a pretty good sized hill. I'm starting to pedal a little bit, but I'm gonna stop pedaling actually. So this is no pedaling at all, full throttle, and I'm going 13 miles an hour up this hill. Let me show you this again. So that's pretty steep, so it's pretty good. And that's why I say you almost need 500 watts or more if you're really gonna do anything with, with it. So I feel like that overall this bike does pretty well for what it is. So I got 12 miles an hour here. I'm still just doing full throttle only. So yeah, let's give it a little juice. The battery actually has been lasting pretty long. I've been actually riding this around for the last, I don't know, like half an hour with full throttle only. Of course, you're gonna get a lot more mileage out of it if you're you know, pedaling and using it like you probably normally would, but I haven't been pedaling at all. So anyway, all right, so I'm gonna cruise up this hill right here, and oh, it's pretty steep. My battery's getting a little bit low. It's about halfway, and I cannot make it up this hill without pedaling at least a little bit. This is throttle only right here, and I'm going 4 miles an hour, I guess. Kind of helped a little bit back there, but that's a pretty good steep hill. And yeah, again, I'm not overly impressed with the shocks, but that's because I'm also 200 pounds, and so it kind of bottoms out a little bit. But again, if you're 200 or more pounds, you don't have to let that stop you, because you know, it still works just fine, and you can lock it. It's just not super smooth, is what I'm saying. So, woo, cruising down this hill like nothing. Downhill's always easier, but woohoo! 25 miles an hour right there, 26. Woo! Okay, hit my brakes. Yeah, let's not die here. Woo! All right, right through the trail, the mud. See if I can not get it too dirty. Too muddy. I don't like getting super muddy. Woo! All right, so my overall thoughts for this bike is it's worth the 500, 600 bucks or so. It's, you know, that's all you're gonna pay. I'd probably even go up to say maybe even 700 or 800 bucks for this bike. You know, yeah, it's got a good sized battery, has the 500 watt motor. All the other components on the bike are, you know, pretty basic. I mean, they're, you know, nothing crazy awesome, but like to get just the e-bike kit without the bike itself is a lot of times 500 or more bucks alone. So yeah, I'd say I'd give it 8 out of 10. So it's a good purchase. And anyway, if you guys like this video, please hit subscribe, hit the like button. I'll be coming out with more e-bike videos in the future. Thanks, guys.